driver. His guys holding their own, 6-2 over their last 8. The longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for a start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
I'm not sure what you thought, but I thought it was appropriate when he walked into our meeting with his arm totally encased in ice, because he threw 5 touchdown passes last week and won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award.
Yeah, but reading the paper this morning, and he said, gosh, I actually thought I should have got 6 or 7. But still, it was an amazing performance.
That's a guy's an absolute perfectionist, not just greedy.
And Dak going to start out going to the air. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Well, these two teams, you might remember, met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they are looking for the sweep here at MetLife. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Fires a slant, complete to Tolbert. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line.
It's fourth down.
Fourth down, Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So here are the Giants now in great field position to start their initial drive. They'll be under the command of the former Florida State Seminole, the #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Tracy going to get it on first down. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That good for 19 and a first down.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. The way you press the hole, absolutely perfect.
So first and goal from the 9-yard line. Right back to Tracy. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the Cowboys' 9-yard line.
Running left is Tracy. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for third down. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on third and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. If you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
Darius Slayton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Cowboys offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And as we check out the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns coming into the weekend, see a familiar name there near the top of the leaderboard, currently second in that category. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
To throw is Prescott. Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
18. And the Cowboys first down. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Cowboys.
Throwing, Prescott. And he's got it. Got his man on the end round. Complete. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
First down. A gain of 16 yards. And the Cowboy first down.
Under.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Bobby Okereke running in and bringing him down.
Second down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to be out of bounds here, all the way down inside the 10. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Now Prescott. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. K.J. Hamler from 6 yards away. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Aubrey good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was all polished off on the touchdown reception by K.J. Hamler. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. You look at this Cowboy defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to look at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
14 yards. And the Giants first down. First and 10.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. To throw, Winston. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. 7-7, our score after 1. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. A tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Ready.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Marquise Bell with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. On fourth down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those hip fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Dallas.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. The Cowboys coming in looking for win number 10 on the year. And they were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
That's a gain of 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Looking to throw. Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Prescott. 20, 10, and he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, 43 yards, and the Cowboys have taken the lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 14-7.
Giants 7.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. The possession switching back to the New York Giants. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
16 yards right off the bat with a first down.
And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll hand it to Tracy. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Kaiir Elam, he was the one that broke through quickly on that play and got him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. And Robinson, the motion man right. From the gun, Winston. Catch made by Slayton. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. In motion, the tight end. Jameis to throw it. for the sack.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense,
making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
It's a gain of 25.
Now Prescott.
First down.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Prescott to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Prescott.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half with the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Here's Prescott.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
He has really thrown the ball well here in this first half. You see the numbers, up over 200 passing yards already.
And the Cowboy first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Prescott now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And it's now 21-7.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
Ready. Black 25.
Winston.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up second down.
At the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Winston. That ball caught by Slayton. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Once again, he finds Slayton. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Giants, first down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
To the air again with Winston. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Robinson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Here is 3rd down and 4.
3rd and 4.
Now Winston. He's got his target. That's complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
A 35-yard attempt.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll have time for 1 play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Final play of the half. Prescott. And that is incomplete. So halftime straight ahead. Only 30 minutes left in the regular season, and everybody's excited for the playoffs, so we're just going to forget the halftime show and get back to the football. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Giants offense set to begin this third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Winston. And he is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. Now 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing, Winston. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Lewis Seed.
It's a loss of 6.
Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Here's Winston. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Savon Revel. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if the defense doesn't bail them out.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll run up the middle here with Blue.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 7.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
And the Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 40.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 11 yards there, just like last play. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. First and 10 at the 42-yard line. The 20. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Javonte Williams with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead. Aubrey now for the point after. And the lead is up to 18 now. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And New York set to take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Under pressure, and down he goes. Quinnen Williams busting through to get him for a loss of 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Winston. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Returnable here from the 38. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams head out for this next drive. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Here's 2nd and 10. They go with Blue between the tackles. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Looking to throw, Prescott. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Brian Burns able to put an end to that play, and in so doing, puts an end to this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. Now a give up the middle to Williams. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A gain of 7. It's 4th down.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Prescott to throw on 4th. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11.
At the 17-yard line.
Out of the pistol, here's Williams. He will push his way down to about the 14. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, they run with Blue. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jaden Blue with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And they open the lead up now to 25. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants going to take over again on offense.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
That's complete. It's Neighbors.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Malik Neighbors,
56 yards.
and the Giants are able to cut into that deficit.
Gano the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover.
Touching offense.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the Giants' 33-yard line.
To throw is Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Yeah, here we go.
Here's Prescott. And incomplete on the deep ball.
2nd and 10.
Incomplete. Javon Holland there on the cover.
Prescott to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Cowboys are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The New York set to take the field.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
2nd and 9.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
2nd and 9.
Ready? Blue way.
To throw, Winston. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
From the gun, Winston.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Well, Prescott here to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Prescott. Got a man, and he gets him in stride.
And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Yeah! Hey,
They'll try to run this one in. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Ready.
Jameis to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Malik Hooker on the coverage.
Ready.
Here's Winston. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And taken right on the 30.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early, but give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
Throwing here, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Cowboys, they'll hit double digits with their 10th win of the year. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better-than-average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Giants,
they're going to kind of bottom out here to wrap up this very forgettable season at 3-14.
And it's fair to say wholesale changes will be forthcoming in the very near future. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.